Hi, this is Rashekar. Now we shall discuss regarding adverbs. Adverb అనగానే స్టూడెంట్స్కు కన్ఫ్యూజ్గా ఉండడం జరుగుతుంది. వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ అడ్జెక్టివ్ అండ్ అడ్వర్బ్? అడ్వర్బ్కు అడ్జెక్టివ్కు మధ్యన తేడా ఏమిటి? విచ్ క్వాలిఫైస్ ద నౌన్ ఈజ్ అన్ అడ్జెక్టివ్. Adjective means which qualifies the noun is called adjective. Adverb means the name itself indicate. Add verbs పేరులోనే ఉంది మనకు. Add verb means it is linked with the verb, means which modifies the verb. Which modifies the verb is called adverb. Here qualifies the noun is adjective, modifies the verb is adverb. వర్బ్ను మాడిఫై చేస్తే అది అడ్వర్బ్ అవుతుంది, నౌన్ను క్వాలిఫై చేస్తే అది అడ్జెక్టివ్ అవుతుంది. క్వాలిఫైస్ మీన్స్ టెల్ సంథింగ్ అబౌట్ ఓన్లీ క్వాలిటీ. క్వాలిటీ గురించి చెప్పడం, లక్షణం గురించి మాత్రమే చెప్తే అడ్జెక్టివ్ అంటున్నాం. హియర్ మాడిఫైస్. మాడిఫైస్ మీన్స్ వాట్? మేక్స్ అ ఫీలింగ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా. సే విచ్ మాడిఫైస్ ద వర్బ్. వర్బ్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి పని యొక్క ఇంటెన్సిటీని ఎక్కువ చేసి చెప్పడమే మాడిఫైస్ అంటాం. సో మాడిఫైస్ ద వర్బ్ ఈజ్ అన్ అడ్వర్బ్. జనరల్లీ what is the function of adverb? Generally adverb modifies adjective, verb, sometimes another adverb also. See, adverb always modifies the verb, sometimes adjective, sometimes another adjective, another adverb. అడ్వర్బ్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా వర్బ్ను మాడిఫై చేయడమే కాకుండా అడ్జెక్టివ్ను మాడిఫై చేయొచ్చు, ఇంకొక అడ్వర్బ్ను కూడా మాడిఫై చేయొచ్చు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, స్నేహ ఈట్స్ స్లోలీ. Slowly, eats slowly means slow. If you add ly to an adjective, if you add ly to an adjective, that becomes adverb. If you add ly to adjective, that becomes adverb. Slow, slow is adjective, slowly is adverb. So Sneha eats slowly means eats is a verb, slowly is an adverb. Here it modifies the verb. Next, trains do not run very fast in this line. See, trains do not run very fast on this line. See, trains do not run very fast. See, fast is an adjective, very is an adverb. So here it modifies the adjective. Next, another adverb. Come here now. Come here now. Here is an adverb and now is an adverb. Both adverbs are put together and here it is modifying another adverb. So adverb always modifies the verb, adjective or another adverb. Is it clear? Now, according to the meaning of adverbs, adverbs are classified into 5 kinds. Number 1, adverbs of time, frequency and duration. Means generally these adverbs indicate the time factor, frequency and duration. What are the adverbs? Always, never, then, now, soon, tomorrow, today, next day, following day, last. These temporal adverbs indicate time, frequency and duration. They are called temporal adverbs. They always abuse among themselves. I have never seen such a lazy boy. I have never seen such a lazy boy. It is raining now. He visits soon. I will come tomorrow. I saw a movie last night. This last tomorrow, all these indicate the time factor only. Hence, these are called adverbs of time, frequency, and duration. These adverbs are used to indicate the time factor. They are also labeled as the temporal adverbs. Next, some adverbs indicate the place, adverbs of place. Near, below, away, around, here, there, up and down. He came near. See, he he goes away. The earth revolves around the sun. Around. See, come here. These indicate the place. Near, below, away, around, here, there, up and down. That indicates the adverbs of type, place. Next, adverbs of manner. Neatly, calmly, eagerly, angrily, happily. Generally, that indicates adjectives added to the ly. Say, he is eagerly waiting for the results. He is eagerly waiting for the results. I felt happily. I felt very happy. Happily introduced myself. He calmly entered the studio. He calmly entered the studio. Here, calmly modifies the verb. So, calmly. This neatly. He writes neatly. Means here, neatly indicates, modifies the verb write. So, neatly, calmly, eagerly, angrily, happily indicates a manner. Next, adverbs of degree. Just, quite, very, hard, well. I have just completed this task. I am quite well. I worked very hard. See, just, quite, very, hard, well, they are called adverbs of degree. Next, adverbs of cohesive. Cohesive is nothing but they are used as a sometimes linking words. Actually, these words sometimes we may use to substitute a conjunctions. To substitute a conjunctions, we may use these adverbs. To, equally, likewise, accordingly, consequently, hence, however, therefore, et, similarly. Similarly, I love teaching. However, she worked hard. Hence, I request you. And all these are called cohesive adverbs. Generally, cohesive adverbs are used as a conjunctions also sometimes. So, this is the classification of adverbs. Adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of manner, adverbs of degree, adverbs of cohesive. And this is the classification of adverbs. Now we shall see the function of adverbs. Now, function of adverbs. Here, adverbs will be functioned in four ways. One is adjunct, subjunct, disjunct, conjunct. Come to the adjunct. See, adjunct means it is an optional, it is a supplement to the verb. Generally, when the verb is used as intransitive verb. When the verb is used as an intransitive verb, there it takes an adjunct. That adjunct may be the adverb. So he went into the room very cautiously. See, if we delete this part, he went into the room. Here went into is nothing but entered. Entered means went into. He went into the room. He entered the room. Of course, if you delete that part, that gives a meaning. Subject, verb, object. Here object is connected with the help of preposition because it is intransitive verb. Here went is used as the intransitive verb. So it is intransitive verb. This object is connected with the help of preposition. So here very cautiously. What is a very cautiously? Cautiously is an adverb. And here very is also used as an adverb. Here the adverb modifies another adverb. So this very cautiously, this part is an optional. This is supplement to the verb. It is added to the object. So this part is optional. Hence, this adverb is used as an adjunct here. It is used as an adjunct. Say, Ramya left the meeting abruptly. Ramya left the meeting abruptly. See here, abruptly. This optional. So this is supplement to the sentence. So it is called adjunct. So the adverb may be functioned in the form of an adjunct. Now come to the subjunct. What is meant by subject? Which precedes the verb is called subject. Which follows a verb is called object. And here he hasn't come back. See, he hasn't come back. She has never seen such a lazy boy. They have already left the place. Say, they have already left the place. She has never seen such a lazy boy. He hasn't come back. See, if we take already, never, not, and these words are placed before the main verb. Actually, verb precedes subject. So, like this adverb is used before the verb. Like a subject, this adverb is used before the main verb. So hence it is called subjunct. It is doing the function of subjunct. How can you say, how can you recognize when this adverb is subjunct? Whenever you come across the helping verb and main verb, in between the word, whatever the word you come across, that adverb is no doubt that is adverb. In between the helping verb and main verb, if you place any word, that word is nothing but adverb. Helping verb ku main verb ku మధ్యన ఏదైనా వర్డ్ వచ్చిందంటే అది అడ్వర్బే. మరి ఈ అడ్వర్బ్ ఏ విధమైనటువంటి ఫంక్షన్ చేస్తుంది? ఇక్కడ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ అంటున్నాం. ఎందుకు? బిఫోర్ ద మెయిన్ వర్బ్ ప్లేస్ సంథింగ్ ఎల్స్. జనరల్లీ వర్బ్ ప్రెసీడ్స్ సబ్జెక్ట్ అంటాం. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ లాగా మెయిన్ వర్బ్ కంటే ముందు ఉపయోగించబడింది కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఏమంటున్నాం? సబ్జెక్ట్ అంటున్నాం. సో నెక్స్ట్ disjunct. Disjunct means generally after an adverb if you put a comma, punctuation mark, means that is separated, that is alienated, means that is separated from a sentence. You are giving a gap, that is called disjunct. See, unfortunately, they have already left the city. See, they have already left the city is a sentence, and unfortunately is an adverb. This adverb follows a comma. Here, this adverb function as a disjunct, and this already function as a subject. ఇక్కడ ఇది సబ్జెక్ట్ గా పనిచేస్తుంది ఆల్రెడీ. ఇక్కడ అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ అనేది డిస్జంక్ట్ గా పనిచేస్తుంది. How can you identify disjunct? Whenever you come up, similarly, I hate smoking. Similarly, comma. However, I made a representation. However, comma. There it is a disjunct. Whenever you use the disjunct, it follows a comma. ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ అడ్వర్బ్స్ అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ, however, moreover, and these cohesive adverbs can be used as a disjunct. జనరల్గా కోహెసివ్ అడ్వర్బ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో వాటిని మనము డిస్జంక్ట్గా ఉపయోగించుకుంటాం. సో ఇంతకుముందు అనుకున్నాం మనం హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్కు మెయిన్ వర్బ్కు మధ్యన వచ్చేటటువంటి అడ్వర్బ్స్ అన్ని కూడా సబ్జెక్ట్ అన్నాం. వర్బ్కు చివరనగా వచ్చేటి అన్ని కూడా అడ్జంక్ట్ అంటున్నాం. ఏవైతే కంజంక్షన్గా కొహెసివ్ డివైసెస్గా కొన్ని సందర్భాల్లో ఉపయోగించబడతాయో వాటి తర్వాత కామా వస్తుందో వాటిని ఏమంటున్నాం, డిస్జంక్ట్ అంటున్నాం. నెక్స్ట్ లాస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఈజ్ కంజంక్ట్. మనకు పేరులోనే ఉంది కంజంక్ట్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ ఫంక్షన్ ఆఫ్ కంజంక్షన్? preposition connect the words, conjunction connect the different sentences. So she is very rich, she doesn't care anyone. It is one sentence and it is one sentence, and so it is a linking word. This is a cohesive word. It can be functioned as an adverb also. So in this case it is called conjunct. When adverb is used as a conjunction, that is called conjunct. I told him several times and yet he doesn't come in time. Yet is a coordinating conjunction. Along with it and yet is used. And so I told him several times and yet he doesn't come in time. Here yet is used as a conjunct. See, for example, I visited several times and so I got familiarity. Say and so, there so is used as a adverb in the form of a conjunct. So in this way adverbs can be functioned in four ways: adjunct, subjunct, disjunct, conjunct. So far we have seen classification of adverbs, and this function of adverbs we have seen, and you might have understood now what is adverb. Adverb always modifies the verb, adjective, and sometimes another adverb also. And if you like this concept, share it and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.